Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. Within this podcast, we're going to focus on self improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We will also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 89 in my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,250 miles within that time frame. This is my second year running. My first year, 2020, I was able to run 1,000 miles within the year, and I was able to run about 180 days. So this is a 25% step up in the miles and a 100% step up in the amount of days I'll be running. 89 days in, feeling pretty good. Just became a new father as of recent, so this past week has been a little bit more tiring than previous weeks, and it's just trying to adjust to the new sleep schedule and everything. But overall, feeling good, feeling great. Today, I wanted to put out. I was just gonna put out a 5K, but got out there and it was like 70 degrees in March. It's the end of March, it should be starting to get nicer, but it was just too nice of a day today. To not put out a little bit more, so I decided went out there I was going to go for 5. Ended up putting out 5.3 for the day. Um, Feeling real good. Like I said, it was a good day. Feeling a little sluggish, a little slow, a little sore, but not too bad. Had it at a nice steady pace. I think I ended up at like a 9 minute and 30 second mile pace. So that was nice and cool. Other than that actually put me at 6.9 miles for the week. I was trying to hit 33 miles. I guess that is still a good goal to go for, but really I'm trying to now at least the minimum I'm trying to not get anything less than 25 miles a week. So 33 is still, I guess, a good goal to go for. I was thinking about even trying to pump out and go a little crazy this month and maybe do 300K in the month, which is 180 miles in 1 month. The most I've gotten, I think I pumped out, is 133. So that'll be a big step up, and I don't want to go too hard, too fast. I am doing my first ever 50K later this year in June. It's a trail race with a little bit of elevation, so that's going to be throw a little bit of a wrench in it. So I don't want to go too hard before that. I do need to train for it, but I don't want to hurt myself doing something stupid before the actual race comes up. Other than that, though, so I'm at 6.9 for the week. Realizing that in order to hit my 1250 for the year, I would have to average just over 100 miles every single month in order to hit that yearly goal. So I decided every month I would challenge myself to a 100-mile challenge and do it in honor of different charities and fundraisers and try to raise money for them. In January and February, we were able to raise money for 2 charities. The first one was American Cancer Society. The second one was the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. Now we are in March, which is almost over, but the fundraiser is still going until April 7th. The fundraiser for March is for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. You can find the link to donate to that fundraiser on the Defining Discipline Instagram and as well as the Defining Discipline Facebook stories. You may also find it on my personal page's Instagram, my personal page's Facebook story as well. Like I said, the donations will be open until April 7th. April 1st, we will have a new fundraiser going for the month of April 100-mile challenge. We surpassed the 100 miles. We are currently at 121.3 miles for the month of March. So that one is in the books. Just accepting donations now. Just so you know, all donations that do get made to this fundraiser, all of it goes to the fundraiser. I keep none of it. Facebook keeps none of it. And know that I know times are tough, so some people may only be able to donate $5, but may be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Realize that, even the smallest amount goes a long way. So whatever you guys can donate, it helps out a lot of people. So please be sure to donate if you can. And I understand if you can't, so if you can't, at least share this fundraiser so other people may see it that I may not be friends with that you are, and maybe they'll be able to donate to the cause, and we can raise some money for this great charity. Other than that, miles for the year. After today, I'm at 361.1. We are on a good pace. This doesn't go down to the next tenth of how many, like six. I'm probably at 61.15 or whatever. But that leaves me at 888.8 miles to go. That's actually just a cool number to have, so I'm going to screenshot that. But yes, so we are 89 days into the challenge, and into just the challenge of me running every single day, and into the mile challenge. At the beginning of the year, there was a few other challenges I wanted to try to accomplish. Some of them fell to the wayside. Some of them I'm still trying to follow through with. Like I said, most of them that I have fell to the wayside. I've failed the original, but one of the things I've always said, especially at the beginning of the podcast, was failure is inevitable. Failure is going to happen, but it's how you react to that failure. So yes, I may have not succeeded in some of my first challenges, like trying to read every single day, and I still haven't. But the whole point is still keeping it in that mindset that to still try, and even to restart. It's kind of like trying to quit smoking. Every day you try to quit, just because you didn't officially quit, every day you try is still a step forward in progress. So I'm trying to figure all that out and follow through with all that. But just so much on my plate as of recent with the birth of my daughter. It's just been an amazing experience so far. Almost a full week with her, and it's it's been hard on some nights. Some nights have been easier, but even when I get up and it's hard and I'm tired, just being able to look at her and her just crying at me and seeing her, it's just such an amazing feeling. It's awesome. But that being said, I kind of want to get into today's episode 89, and what I'm going to talk about and why I'm going to talk about it, and what all of that means. And it kind of has to relate to my daughter, but mostly my wife. So for today's episode 89, I want to theme it and talk about relief. We all have points in our lives when things get very overwhelming and very stressful, and sometimes all we need is someone to come and help out, a helping hand, some relief, someone to help bear the burden. And sometimes you don't really recognize it. Sometimes you may recognize it, but don't have always have the time or the ambition to try to help out people. But right now it's so hard to ignore and to see how much relief my wife needs in this time after just birthing our first child. And it's hard. I know how hard it is on me. Like I said, just having to get up in the middle of the night with the baby crying, and I'm thinking, like, how hard it is, and it's crazy, and I'm having my own personal thoughts, but then I have to understand and take in consideration what my wife is going through. Not only does she have to wake up with me, but she has to stay up and feed and try to soothe the baby and put the baby to ease and all this stuff. And her job is so much more than mine. And just sitting back from day one and seeing all of the trouble she went through labor, and through what she's going through now with all of the hormones rushing back to her body and leaving, and all these different things. It's so hard on her, and the only thing I can do right now, the best thing I can do, is try to be the relief to her burdens and to her pain. And that's my key goal as of now. Yes, I went out, I ran today, I got in a good decent amount. I made sure I went out when she was feeding, so I could be back here to help out whatever I can. I've been trying to, we got some new furniture and stuff from IKEA. I've been trying to get built and get finished and get everything organized. I'm trying to just keep her relaxed in bed, getting her to walk around a little bit, get a little active, but trying to keep her mood as positive as possible, trying to get her to get as much rest as possible, trying to keep her off her feet, trying to help her out with the baby as much as possible. Um, like I said, I know how hard it was on me, and I can't even. I'm imagining. I'm trying to imagine, but I can't actually imagine how hard it is to be in her position where not only do you have to wake up, but you have to sacrifice your body. It's painful. You don't, being a guy, not thinking about it, not thinking about birthing children or feeding children and stuff like that. But just from experiencing, how painful it is to breastfeed and to get used to it and all this stuff. And right now, I'm just kind of playing like the Pippin to her Jordan. Like, she killed it. She's killing it still. She's doing such a great job. And all I can do is feed her the ball, feed her the ball. So I'm just trying to be the relief that can help ease her burden and try to help this transition into being parents a little bit easier. It's not to say that I don't have my own troubles and my own hardship that I'm gonna have to go through with being a father, and there's other things that I need help with currently, and all of that jazz. But right now, the main thing is giving her the relief that she needs when she needs it. Because it's going to be a long journey, it's going to be hard, and every day it's a lesson, and it's so awesome. It's such a great feeling. I know some people don't want to be parents. Some people would love to be parents and can't. Some people are parents. Some people regret being parents. But to me, it's just the best feeling ever. And just to see her and hold her and watch her, even cry, smile, poop, everything, just to take care of her and just see how small she is. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'm just trying to be the relief that my wife needs as we're making this transition in our lives. So I don't want to keep you guys too much longer because I'm actually going to try to go pick up some food for us. Just got back from the run. Waited it a little bit till later. Was doing some building and stuff around the house here earlier. But I want to leave you with your daily discipline, and that is to be the relief in someone's lives. We all know someone who needs help right now, or who's struggling. May it be financially, may it be mentally, may it be physically, may it be whatever the case may be. We all know someone who is going through a lot and has a lot on their plate and needs someone to help them get through it. Maybe you can't physically do it right now and today, but for your daily discipline today, it's to figure out who in your life may need some relief, and how you can apply yourself and how you can help them ease the burden that they're currently going through. So that is your daily discipline for the day. Maybe even you are the one that needs relief, and if that's the case, like I've told my wife, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to tell me how you're feeling. Don't be afraid to tell me what to do. Don't be afraid to just I'm here to help. So if you are the person who may need relief, if the burden is too much to bear, you all know who you have in your life. If you don't have anyone, maybe you can reach out to a hotline, but there's always someone out there who is willing to help and help try to give you that relief that you may need. So whatever the case may be, if you need to help, if you know someone who needs relief, or if you personally need relief, your daily discipline today is to give it or to find it, and to not be ashamed to ask for it if you do need it. Other than that, guys, though, 89 episodes. It's a great feeling. Great day, beautiful day. Had a good run in. Glad we're still doing this. I'm going to continue every single day. Every day has been a journey, and some days easier than others. Some days don't even feel like getting up and doing any of this. And I ask myself, why the hell did I do it? But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I'm out here every day pushing myself and challenging myself and trying to develop and become a better version of myself. So this is the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. This is episode 89. Please give us a like, a follow, a share, a subscribe, whatever you guys can do on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you listen on. I'm thinking about trying to start up a TikTok. We'll figure it out from there. I do have a Twitter, but never use it. If you guys have any questions and you guys need to contact me, you guys can do that through the Facebook, the Instagram, or the YouTube. Please, all of your concerns, questions, anything, they all are welcome. If I don't get back to you right away, I am sorry. I am just caught up with so much going on right now. But I promise I will try to get back to you. Again, thank you so much for listening. This is the Defining Discipline podcast, episode 89, which was based on relief. I'm your host, Scott. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 90, which will be closing out the month. And I can already tell you the theme for that will be month in review, as always. And we will be talking about a few different things closing out the month, how the month overall went, and some new gear I'm excited to use, and all that jazz. So thanks so much for listening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, and stay disciplined.